Back in the 60s, Catholic women were expected to cover their heads in church, so they wore hats or scarves. If they forgot to bring a hat or scarf, they had to improvise. My mom liked to use a piece of Kleenex, which she bobby-pinned to her hair. We used to tell her to use toilet paper instead of Kleenex. That way, she could pick different lengths for different days, depending on her mood. She could wear it falling fashionably off her shoulders, or right down to her bum. Or right down to the floor like a wedding train.
Go to confession, Danny. Go to confession, Danny.
It's been 34 years since my last confession, and even then I didn't want to go. I don't want to go.
You have to go.
Well, what if it's Father Flanagan?
It doesn't matter who it is, Danny. He's God's representative.
Well, what if God's representative happens to teach me geography? What if he knows my voice?
I don't think it's Father Flanagan. I think it's the new priest.
Why do so many old ladies like to go to confession? This place is filled with old ladies. Look at them all. It's just old ladies and me. Old ladies and you and me. What do they have to confess anyway?
I made a pound cake that weighed over a pound. Saturday at the lawn bowling, I shaved points.
Maybe they do have more serious sins to confess, like gambling. Or stealing. Or drinking. Or unsanitary napkin storage. Maybe it's the hair.
Bless me, Father. I dyed my hair blue, and it looks so ridiculous it must be a sin.
What's with the blue hair anyway? Why do all the old ladies dye their hair blue? Is it a form of rebellion?
Go.
You go first.
I'm going in a minute.
What, are you busy or something?
Yes, I'm busy praying, Danny.
Well, I'm praying too.
You're supposed to kneel when you pray.
I pray better when I'm sitting down. It helps me concentrate. Do you know what his name is?
Whose name?
The new priest?
No, I don't know what his name is.
I know what his name is.
What?
I said I know what his name is.
What is his name?
Father O'Connor. Donald O'Connor.
That's nice.
You know, the actor Donald O'Connor. He's in all those old movies with Gene Kelly.
I don't think it's the same person.
You never know, it could be. He dances a lot, and he's got a talking ass.
I beg your pardon?
Donald O'Connor, he's got a talking ass.
Stop it.
It's true. His ass's name is Francis.
Stop saying that.
What, Francis?
Stop saying ass. You can say donkey instead.
Donkey ass, it's the same thing. Hey, what did you think I meant?
You know what I think you meant.
You think I know what you think I meant? How could you think that? You remember all those old movies, Mom. Francis the talking ass joins the army. Francis the talking ass goes to college. Francis the talking...
Stop saying ass in church.
You just said it. You just said stop saying ass in church. Why can't I say ass in church?
Don't be sacrilegious, Danny.
Me? You're the one with the piece of Kleenex stuck in your hair. Anyway, wouldn't it be something if it was the same Donald O'Connor? And he stopped making movies with Gene Kelly and going to college with his talking ass? And now he's in the priesthood, listening to confession.
It's not the same one, Danny.
You never know. If it was the same one, he'd be the only priest I know that has a talking ass. I'd wonder if he'd say mass with his talking ass.
Go to confession, Danny, now.
I'd rather not.
Danny, you have to go to confession. It's the Easter season. If you don't go, it's a mortal sin.
No, it's not. It's only a venial sin.
It's a mortal sin.
It's a venial sin.
It's a mortal sin.
It's a mortal sin.
It's a venial sin.
Right.
Just go.
You go first. Then you can tell me if it's Father Flanagan, and I can disguise my voice if I have to.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Goodness had nothing to do with it.
Danny?
Hey, Ma, do you think he's got his ass in there with him?
Danny, you have to go in there.
You go first. You can hear things pretty well in there. If I go first, you might try to listen to my sins.
I have better things to do than listen to your sins.
Well, maybe that's why they don't let women become priests. Did you ever think of that? You see what I mean? You could hear the sinners on the other side. You couldn't make out exactly what they said, but every now and then you could hear a key word like murdered or robbed or drunk or coveted. I know, it's sick wanting to listen to your mother's sins, but I couldn't help myself.
Murder my husband in his sleep. My 5 children, too. That's it. Oh, my goodness. Murder them one by one. Danny first. Murder Danny. Especially Danny.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, please.
Pardon me?
Go ahead.
I didn't think I recognized the voice, but you couldn't be too careful. Could you repeat yourself, Father?
Go ahead. I'll hear your confession now.
No, I'd never heard that voice before. It must have been the new priest. That was good. He didn't know who I was. He didn't know my name or what I looked like or how I sounded. He didn't know me from Adam, so I could tell him what I had to tell him. Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It has been 6 weeks since my last confession, and here are my sins. I fought with my brother 10 times. I called my sister's names about 30 times. I disobeyed my mother 2 times. I took the Lord's name in vain 3 times. I didn't do my homework 12 times. I lied about it 12 times. I wished my misfortune would strike my geography teacher 7 times. And I said ass in church several times, quite recently. And on several occasions, I have had impure thoughts and committed impure deeds. For these and all the sins of my life, I am sorry.
Of what nature were these impure thoughts and impure deeds?
They were impure.
Sexual?
Yes.
Did they involve another person or persons?
Well, I was thinking about another person or persons.
But the impure deeds, they were performed alone.
Yes. They were performed alone by myself. Yes.
You touched yourself?
Yes.
How often did this occur?
Often, on many occasions.
How many times approximately since your last confession?
Often.
Every day?
Sometimes.
More than once a day?
Sometimes.
Well, the next time you find yourself starting to have these kind of thoughts, you will immediately say a prayer and remove yourself from where you are and become engaged in a healthy activity. Something physical, a sport, maybe, or go for a walk.
Or do some work around the house to help your mother.
Okay. Yes, Father.
For your penance, you will say 10 Hail Marys and 10 Our Fathers. Ego te absolvo, peccatus.
Father,
Yes?
can I say 20 Our Fathers instead?
Why?
Well, when I say Hail Marys, I get distracted.
Why?
Well, there's this girl I know named Mary.
Yes?
And whenever I say Hail Mary, I begin to have impure thoughts about Mary. Not the Virgin Mary, but this other Mary. Of course, she's probably a virgin too. I just prefer Our Fathers.
All right, 20 Our Fathers.
Oh my God, I'm hardly sorry for having offended you. And I detest all my sins because of thy displeasure. And most of all, because I offended thee, my God, who art all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve with the help of thy grace to sin no more and to avoid the near occasions of sin. Amen. After my confession, for a brief magical time, the big greasy meatball of guilt that lived in the pit of my stomach was miraculously flushed away. And my soul was squeaky clean. It was exhausting, but exhilarating too, to be relieved of my shame. And my mother could be proud of me once more.
I'm so proud of you.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hi, Danny.
And there she was, standing in the aisle, like an angel with her hair and her eyes and her lips and her mother. Hi, Mary. And there it was, the dreaded church boner. Angrier and more stubborn than the school boner and public transportation boner put together. Threatening to knock over a hymn book of all things.
Danny, be careful. You knocked over the hymn book. We should get going.
I have to say my penance.
Well, hurry it up then.
I have to say 20 Our Fathers. You can't rush a penance. You have to say everything with feeling, every word. Our Father who art in heaven, please relieve me of this boner. A car accident, my mother dying of a horrible disease, I failed grade 9. Blood, piss, peanut butter. What the hell was he doing? Why was he coming out of the confessional just then, right after he got the goods on me? What the hell is he doing?
Daniel!
I'm sorry, but why is he coming out now? What is he doing?
I suppose he's taking a break. He's stretching his legs.
Why would he take a break now? There's old ladies waiting.
What difference does it make? Just hurry up with your penance.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom Kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in... Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father who art in heaven. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father, our Father. Our Father,
Father O'Connor, I'm Margaret Riley. Welcome to St. Basil's.
Margaret, that's very kind of you.
This is my son, Danny.
Danny.
Father.
It's good to know you, Danny.